Sailing immerses you in a whole new world, a world that is ever-changing and demands your full attention. Sometimes, though, we get experiences like this, where we get to sit back, let the boat do the work while we're just along for the ride. Summer sailing in the Chesapeake can quite often look like this, with no breeze, glassy water, and sea nettles everywhere. First episode, we bring you with us on this exciting journey where we go from boatless to owners of a beautiful Tartan 37. Although we're still a little timid with the camera, we hope you stick with us and join us for all that is to come as we grow with the boat and you. Thank you for being here for our very first episode. Enjoy. We're going to look at a Tartan 37, and we're pretty excited about it. And I'm looking at pictures on my phone of the boat again and again and again.
Where is it?
It's like 3 hours from here. It's in Hampton, Virginia, which is like just north of Virginia Beach. So we called the owners last week, and they seem really nice. It's owned by like an older couple, and they just can't really sail anymore, so we're hoping this is the one. It's for the right price, and it seems like it's in good shape.
Here's to hoping.
I hope so.
It feels almost too good to be true. Like we've been thinking about it, and we're
a little more
nervous.
excited than we show.
Yeah.
Well, we've been talking about it like all week non-stop, and we're pretty excited.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing a lot of research, reading every single article I can online, looking at all the different specifications and modifications that people do, and reviews and stuff. And I think I saw a quote online that someone said they heard someone say the Tartan 37 is like sex on the ocean. When I heard that, I was like, that's how we know it's going to be a good boat.
Hopefully.
It said it looks good and it sails good, so yeah.
It's not.
It's kind of far, but the nice thing is we're on the Chesapeake Bay now, and at least it's not up in like Maine or something that we'd have to fly up there to see it or sail it down or whatever. We can just drive down and maybe drive down a couple times and then end up bringing it up in a couple of months or something.
Yeah.
Up the bay, as long as it's in good condition. So we'll see.
And what is our ultimate goal, hopefully?
Ultimate goal is like 2 years to rent this place out. It's our house.
There we go. We're speaking it into existence. Yeah. Just say it.
Rent this place out and then go long-term cruising.
There we go.
Down to the Bahamas and Maine and Florida and East Coast at first, and then from there, who knows?
Mm-hmm. Seen the boat? I really liked it.
He doesn't want to do the maintenance for it anymore, and he's done like the general stuff, but he just doesn't have time to like always keep on it, and he doesn't have time to sail or the energy for it, so he's kind of he wants to see it go to someone who's going to use it. He doesn't want to just sit there anymore. Overall, I really like it. It was I think it's plenty big enough for us. We sat there there was 4 of us in the cabin, and it didn't feel cramped. If there were 4 people with us in the Tartan 30,
right,
it'd be cramped. Also, the floor is flat, which is really cool, because in the Tartan it's like it's all scooped the whole time, but on the 37 it's not like that. The boat's definitely old. It's an 81, and it has a lot of original stuff in it. A lot of it still works, but a lot of it could eventually be replaced over time. But since it works, it could be something we could live with and then replace as we go. Everything seems to be where if it's something that's broken, we can fix it. But
any last words? We're
heading home, and it's like 2 hours and 45 minutes from here, so long drive. It's like 4 o'clock. Today is survey day. We're also doing a sea trial today. Hopefully, they weren't calling for thunderstorms this morning with like really high gusty winds. But if today goes well and we get a sea trial in today, we might be putting an offer in on this boat. We'll think about it every day, every second. Are we making the right decision? Is this something that we should be spending our money on? Should we spend this much money? The survey should hopefully help us figure that part out. So I'm on my way back from the survey this morning. Nothing really came up too shocking. It's a 40-year-old boat there. And when I asked the surveyor what he thought overall, he said he thought it was an average to above average condition for a boat its age. It looks like we're leaning towards buying it. We got a boat.
Sailboat owners.
Yeah.
I am so shocked. So sweet, and I think they took such good care of this boat as if it was their own. They built so many memories, and I mean, there's all the little memorabilias of all their travels, and they were just the sweetest people. So we felt like the owner said, she said that she was giving us her baby, and although it was, sweet, it was very bittersweet for them. So it's always kind of hard when you're purchasing something, because it makes you feel excitement and joy, knowing that it's probably one of the hardest times for somebody else. So
Don't start crying.
it's really nice. I'm really excited. Don't film me crying. It's a video.
Oh.
How are you feeling?
Pretty good. We left Hampton, Virginia this morning at 10 or so. We wanted to leave earlier, but we had to fill up with fuel, and we just kind of had to get the boat ready. But we left at 10, and we are off. We're coming up on Wolf Trap Light. There's like not much breeze out here. It hasn't been all day. It's actually, it looks windier now than it did earlier. It was almost glassy earlier. So
Yeah,
we are
definitely picked up a little bit.
currently motoring, which is awesome in a way, because we get to test the motor for the first time and see how it does. But I don't think it's terribly loud.
I don't think so.
Especially up here, it's not that bad. It'd be nice without it, but it's nice. We're seeing a lot of bullnose rays, and we saw a porpoise or a dolphin earlier, which was crazy. Basically, we're moving the boat now from Hampton, Virginia to Cambridge, Maryland. We bought it in Hampton, and we're close to Cambridge where we live, so it's costing us like $100 every time to drive down to Hampton because of tolls, and fuel is so expensive now. So we bought the boat So no, it was,
2 weeks.
It was last
2
week or
weekends
2 weeks
ago.
ago. Something like that, and we saw the weather window where it wasn't going to be too breezy and it was going to be clear, and it would be a good time just to see what the boat is
Learn the
about.
boat.
Yeah, and not be out in anything too crazy, so we said let's just steer to it.
Go for it.
2 days probably.
Had our friend drop us off.
Yep. Drive the car back up, which is awesome, and he's going to pick us up when we get to Cambridge, so
Yeah.
that's a huge help. So thanks, Matt.
Blue dude, blue moon, kinda mysterious, shaded with someone I'm not really into. Do you need to fix it? Talking bullshit. It's hard to see you when your eyes look dull.
So it is about 8 o'clock. We left Reedville, Virginia at 6:45, and we have, I think, like 65 miles or so to Cambridge, and we've got, I don't know, 8-10 knots of wind. We sailed out of the channel, but then we turned downwind and we started to slow down, and there's a breeze coming in tonight that's going to blow like 30-35 knots, so we want to get there well ahead of time. So we've got the motor running and we're just trying to get there now. So yeah, Morley's at the helm, doing well, and we're just cruising.
Your coyote song on a rerun. Are you hound dog tired singing all night long? Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you not blue? Not blue. Not
Thank you guys so much for sticking it out through this first video. If you've made it this far, thank you. If you liked it, hit the like and subscribe button so we can reach more people and really help expand our audience. We have, since this video, we have upgraded some of our camera equipment so we can bring you guys more and better footage. Thanks again for sticking with us through this first video. Again, if you liked it, hit the like and subscribe button so we can reach more people. We'll see you next time.
since I ran